morning children. Today we learn very interesting topic. Already in the 7th class we studied about the rocks formation and types of rocks. Then what is rocks? Rocks means mineral particles collect together and form the rocks. So here today we will discuss about the minerals. Why it is important to learn about the minerals? Why you need to learn that one? Because in our daily life we will use the minerals. That's why it is very important. And the minerals also support the industries. How they support the industries? The industries require the raw material. From the minerals only, suppose iron and steel is there, it take the raw material from iron. Okay, it provide the minerals provide the raw material and as well as the energy. How they will provide the energy? They will give the electricity to run the machines. So it is important to the industries. When the automatically industries are developed, the economy of the country also will develop, and we depend on the industries for the products. That's why it is very important to learn about the minerals. Okay, I will show you few objects. What is there, you see, ma? You will use so many objects in the house. See, these contain the minerals. This one is silver. The mineral used is silver. Next one, this is copper. This also one mineral. See here, this copper bottom is there. This is a copper bottom is there. So these are made with the mixed mineral. This one will use in the prayer hall. Next one, see here, graphite is there. In this pencil also graphite is there. In the pencil also graphite is there. Next one you will see, daily we will apply this one, no? This also. So in this also petroleum is there. Vaseline mineral is there. And we will use the toothpaste also, no? Morning we will use the brush, no? So in that toothpaste also minerals are there. And we will drink the water, that also one mineral. We will use the salt, delicious food to give the taste to the food. That salt also minerals. Now we got idea, no? Minerals. So many minerals we are using in our daily life. So today our topic is minerals and power resources. Minerals and power resources. Lesson 3 in the Geo, minerals and power resources. Already you know the idea about minerals. What are the minerals? Now see here, power resources. Power means electricity. Power means electricity. It gives the energy. So it domestic, it helps to the domestic as well as the industries. We depend on the power. In this, we will discuss today the topics for minerals. Next one, types of minerals. Next one, how the extraction of the minerals. How we are taking the minerals. These are 3 topics we will discuss in this module. Now first one we will see the minerals. What is the definition of the mineral? Mineral means it contains the composition of the different. See here, it has the naturally, the minerals are obtained naturally. Means naturally means, suppose see the example, crops are there. We are growing the crops. They are not naturally. How we are growing the crops? Human farmers, different activities, human activities, plowing, sowing, the seeds, next one harvesting, manuring, like this different activities they are growing the crops. But these minerals naturally occurring, natural occurring substances is called minerals. Naturally they are available without any human interference. Now we see here the minerals, they have the physical properties, chemical properties. What are the physical properties? What are the chemical properties? Suppose this is there, copper is there. It is a solid. The copper is solid. Now see here, petroleum, Vaseline is there. This is not a solid, semi-solid. So here the physical properties are, some minerals they have hard surface. They have the hard surface and they have different in colors. Suppose the copper is different color, graphite is in black color, and gold, see the gold color is different. These are called physical properties. Different color, hard surface and shiny. shiny, and they have the density. Density means suppose take the example of iron and salt. Iron has the more density compared to salt. Means here molecules. In science you will learn about the density. Next one, chemical properties. Chemical properties means the minerals, how they are soluble in the water. Suppose you take the salt. Easily it is soluble in the water. You take the iron, it will not soluble in the water. Next one, reaction with the other metals. Suppose we will take the iron, it has the reaction. When we will keep in the open air, it will rust. That is called reaction. Reaction with the other minerals. That is called the chemical properties. Now we will see the distribution. The minerals on the surface of the earth, they are not distributed equally. They are not distributed equally. They are unequal. How they are not equally distributed means, suppose we will take the example of salt. Where the salt was prepared. The salt was prepared mostly in the coastal areas. Because there the ocean water is available, evaporation process, the mineral salt is produced. Mostly salt is available in the coastal areas. It is not available in the desert area. So unevenly distribution. Suppose in the desert area some minerals are available, salt is not available. If you will take the Deccan Plateau in India, Deccan Plateau have the number of minerals are available. So the distribution of the minerals uneven on the surface. Some places they have more minerals and some places they are not even. Suppose we will take the Switzerland. Switzerland, no minerals. In that place minerals were not there. Now we see the accessibility. Accessibility means availability. Suppose the minerals where it is available, we cannot take easily. Difficult to take out. Example, suppose they are under the ocean. Arctic Ocean you take. Remaining oceans it is somewhat possible, but if we see the Arctic Ocean, it is not possible because it is in the northern hemisphere, very cold region, we cannot take. Even though in the Arctic Ocean minerals are there, but we cannot take. Same in the Antarctica continent, we cannot take the minerals. Why in the Antarctica continent we cannot take the minerals? Because always it is covered with the ice. No human there, so we cannot take. So minerals are availability also is there, but it based on the accessibility. Next we will see the topic types of minerals. Now here we discuss the minerals. What are the minerals we discussed? So here these all minerals are not same. See the silver, see the copper. Here these all not the same. Graphite, you see different minerals are there. These are how they are divided. How these minerals are divided based on the composition. See the minerals are divided based on the chemical properties. Already we discussed in the here properties, physical properties, chemical properties. Based on the chemical properties, the minerals were divided. See now here the types of minerals. First one is the metallic. They are divided into two types: metallic and non-metallic. Metallic and non-metallic. Here metallic means the minerals contain iron and bauxite. The mineral contain iron and bauxite. They are called metallic minerals. Then what are the properties of metallic minerals? It has some properties. What it conducts the heat. Heat means suppose if you take the example of wood and iron, which passes the heat very fast? Iron. Iron will pass the heat. Wood will not pass the heat. Next one, LCD. So here you will take the copper. It is the best conductor of the LCD. Like that, based on that properties, they are divided metallic. Now see again the metallic. Examples are iron or bauxite. Metallic minerals, they will give the heat under LCD supply. Good conductor of the LCD supply. They are the example iron ore and bauxite. Again these metallic minerals, they are divided into ferrous, non-ferrous. Ferrous and non-ferrous. Here ferrous means iron. They are called ferrous. Next one, non-ferrous means they are not contain the iron. They are not contain the iron. Now here see the ferrous example. Iron, iron, copper, this. Next, iron. Mostly ferrous is the iron, manganese. Next one see here, non-ferrous. Non-ferrous means gold. Gold is the one example. It not contain the iron. Next one, copper. Copper also not contain the iron. Next one is silver. Silver also not contain the iron. These are called the non-ferrous metals. Next one we will see. Next type is non-metallic minerals. Non-metallic minerals. Metallic means it consists the iron. Composition of the iron. Here non-metallic means they did not consist the iron, and based on the origin, how they form, based on the formation, here based on the chemical, this one it contains iron. Here based on how they form, they are divided into organic and inorganic. Organic and inorganic. So here organic minerals contain the carbon. It contains the carbon. We will use our vehicle now. We will use the petrol now in our vehicle. Two-wheeler or four-wheeler will use petroleum. So petroleum is the organic. It contains the carbon. Petroleum, coal. Coal will use to produce the electricity. Next one, natural gas. In our houses we use LPG cylinder. This come under the natural gas. So these are carbon, organic material. How they form here? How they form means so when the dead animals or decayed leaves, million years they are under the ground, then these organic minerals were formed. They contain the carbon. Next one, inorganic minerals. Inorganic minerals. Here inorganic minerals, there are examples of graphite. We are using in the pencil. This graphite is there, no? It come under the inorganic. Next one, limestone. Limestone, when the sedimentary rocks we discussed, there we discussed the limestone is the example of sedimentary rock. Okay, these are the types of minerals. Now see here, we are discussing the minerals, types of minerals. Iron is there, copper is there, gold is there, petroleum is all. Are they available on the surface of the earth? Suppose easily we are going to the supermarket and bringing the what we require. And okay, it is easily available. Same like the minerals also easily available? No, it is not easily available. They are under the ground. They are under the ground. Some are near the surface, some are so much deep they have to go. Like that we are taking out the minerals. So these many minerals are available. How to take out from the earth? Next topic is extraction of minerals. Extraction of minerals. Here extraction. Extraction means the minerals, they are in the form of rock. The mineral is in the form of rock. Taking out from the earth. They are below the earth. We are taking out. That process is called extraction. The process is called extraction. Now see here, based on the depth, how much deep they are inside the earth, based on that, they are divided. Extraction of the minerals are mining, drilling, quarrying. So here mining. Mining means taking out the mineral from the ground based on the depth. Here again they are the open cast mining. This is the open cast mining. They are only shallow depth. Shallow means suppose this is earth. Surface of the earth is there. They are not that much deep. They are like this. They are there. See here, shallow. Only some amount. Suppose you remove this earth surface, easily we can get it. This mineral easily we can get it. That is called open cast mining. Open cast mining. Next one, shaft mining. Next one is shaft mining. They are great depth. See here in open cast they are only shallow. This is the surface of the have to go like this, too deep to get the mine. This is the shallow surface of the earth. Now see here, there is the great depth. This mineral is so much deep they have to go. That process is called shaft mining. This process is called shaft mining. Too much deep they have to go to take out this one. Mostly coal. They will go for the coal here. Here also available. See here in the open cast mining it is easy. The advantage in the open cast mining is easy to take out this one. No need that much technology. Just remove the surface of the earth and they will take out. No need more money and technology also not required to take out mineral. But here the disadvantage is large areas. This much area is wasted. This much area is they have to dig a large pit, then only they will take out. Large area is wasting. So suppose here this area is cultivable area, means they are growing the crops. Then we will lose the crops. It is damage to the crops. That is only one disadvantage. And here it is safe to the mining employees also who are going the employee down to take out labor. For them it is not that much danger. Not the poisonous gases and temperature also low temperature. Not that much high temperature. But in the shaft mining, here the place is not wasting. Only this much. They are sending the bores, high technology missions. High technology missions they are sending. They are taking out. So here the place is not wasting, but we require the high technology to take out the mineral from this. This is one disadvantage. Place is not wasting, but the technology we require, and here also lot of money we require this one. And here this also danger to the health who are mining in the here employees. For them danger gases will release and the temperature also very high. That is the danger to their life. Next one is drilling. Next process is drilling. So here for the minerals are mostly we can see here the minerals are in the solid like iron, gold, copper. They are in the solid form. But here in the drilling they are in the liquid form. They are in the liquid form. There you have to go far depth. This also we have to go. Suppose you will see in our surroundings anytime they will go for borewell now. In our apartment also borewells are there. How they will take out the water from the deep of the earth to up. So they will send the pipes. Like this they will send so much long pipes they will send. We can't see. So this is the surface of God. This is the surface of God. So inside we can see this is the pipe they will send like this. They will send and they will bring the water through the motor. Through the motor, submersible motor. So they will bring the water. Mostly petroleum. We can see here petroleum. Mostly liquid form of petroleum, crude oil, water. We can see in the drilling. They will send the machines and they will take out this one. For they are also for that. It also costly. This also costly and it required high technology. It required high technology. Next one is here. These minerals are near the surface. No need to dig the earth. Here no need to dig the earth. This method is called quarrying. Quarrying means suppose this is the earth is there. Only near the earth. Just example is soil. Sand. Example is sand. So in the construction we will use sand now. In the construction material we will use sand, cement we will use no. So this is example we get the mineral here sand. No, this is the near the surface. Mostly we can see in the near the ocean, near the rivers. Mostly we can see near the rivers. When in the summer season the rivers dry up, then they will go to the people. They will go to there near the rivers. They will take out the sand. For the construction purpose they will use, in different purposes they will use. That method is called quarrying. So today we discuss the three topics. First one is minerals and the properties of the minerals. What they have: physical properties, chemical properties. They are not distributed evenly and they are not accessible also. Like that we discuss. And I show some minerals also. No? Different minerals what we are using in our daily life. I show that one. Actually minerals nearly 3000 minerals are available. Nearly 3000 minerals are available. Now I show nearly 5-6 minerals, but in our house only so many minerals are there. So today task of the day is you collect at least 50 names of the minerals. 50 names of the minerals you collect it. Next one we discuss about the types of minerals also. So we are collecting now already. So in the table format we made this task in the table format. Today task we made in the table format. How you can make in the table format? You write here serial number. Next one you write what the suppose this is the copper. You write the copper here name of the mineral copper you write. Next one you write here metallic, non-metallic. I am saying one first example. First example is copper. So this copper is non-metallic. You tick here non-metallic. Copper is solid. Copper is a metallic. Copper is a metallic. Next one you take the graphite. Daily we are using pencil. So here you write the graphite. Second one is a graphite. So it is metallic or non-metallic. Again it come under the non-metallic. Graphite will come under the non-metallic. Next one gold you take. Gold will come under the metallic only. Suppose if you want to make 2 columns, here you can make 2 columns also. Ferrous which contain non-ferrous. Means suppose copper is there, this gold come under the non-ferrous. Okay. Next one graphite you take. Graphite again you divide here organic, inorganic. Organic, inorganic. So graphite is inorganic. Graphite is inorganic. So like this you can do today task of the day. It is easy. If you do like this now one table, you can understand this all the things easily. You can remember long time also. Okay. We discussed about the types of minerals and we discussed about these minerals how we are taking from the ground. So different process also we discussed. Mining, drilling, quarrying. So here what we do now task of the day. You see which places this is following in India. Suppose take the example in India, and where they are following open cast mining, where they are following the shaft mining, and which mineral. Suppose Singareni coal mine is there in Telangana state. Singareni coal mine. Okay, it come under the shaft mining. Means they will go too much deep. They will go too much deep. Open cast also is there, but this is very less. This is more. Next one you see, this one is a coastal area near Krishna, Godavari and Bombay basin, Mumbai basin. This processing is the drilling. They will take out the petroleum and more places also is there you can find out. Next one